Hello everybody, welcome back to the James Edwards Road to Glory. Today, Edwards and the Golden Bears are playing San Diego State. It's a big time matchup between the 1-1 Golden Bears and the 0-2 Aztecs. Let's get into it. Really good game last week. And the first play is off a screen pass for the first to bring up 2nd and 13. Edwards, quick throwing up the middle. He's got his man. That is Jack Endries. 2nd and 11, back to throw. Edwards climbs and he's sacked. Taken down beyond the line of scrimmage again. That is Jarrett with the sack to bring up a 3rd and very long. Edwards back to throw. Firing, and it's nowhere close to a receiver. Another 3rd and long. This California team cannot take this, but Edwards steps up. He's got the first. 1st and 10, back to throw. Quick, and he's got a man for a 5-yard pickup. Back to throw. They send a blitz. He gets it out quick. Edwards changing the play at the line. He's going to take it himself, and he's drilled behind the line of scrimmage. And a turnover on downs for California. Second and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man. That is Brady with the catch. And Edwards gives. That is Williams-Thomas breaking free. Williams-Thomas in the secondary. Inside the 20 to the 17. 2nd down. This is a run play for Thomas. Trying to find a lane, and he gets 8. Really good pickup there. Bring up a 3rd and 2. Williams-Thomas is the back. Again, might be 4-down territory as they direct snap it. And Williams-Thomas won't get there. They're going to mark him short. So again, the offense staying out on the field. Throwing it quickly, and it's caught, but a fumble. The ball was put on the ground. San Diego State with the ball. Williams-Thomas is the back, and he has an open lane. Close to the marker, they're going to give him the 1st down. 1st and 10, Edwards back to throw. Climbs up, and he slides down after a 6-yard. Brings up a 3rd and 3, a big 3rd down. In a slow-moving defensive battle. Throwing it short, right at the sticks. It's Brady with the 1st down. And Edwards, 7th 1st down for the Golden Bears. They're going to go no huddle. James Edwards up with the tempo. He's going to climb up, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by San Diego State. Couldn't hold on. This is Williams-Thomas on the draw. Brings it to a 3rd and short. This is exactly the 3rd downs they need. They got to pick it up, though. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Edwards stepping up, and he's got the 1st down and more. Sliding down right near the 30. Give him the 29. A 1st and 10. Setting up a screen. That is Thomas, and he's got the 1st. Good 1st down pickup. Now Williams-Thomas is back in a good running back rotation as Williams-Thomas, another breakaway run. They are moving the ball. They just have to put the ball in the end zone, which they've had trouble to do lately. They're going to throw it out short, and it's Brady turning up. He's got the 1st down. Good run there. That's 1st and 10. Edwards gives to Williams-Thomas. He bounces it, and into the end zone. He tried to dive, and he's short by a yard. 1 yard short. So they bring in a new running back. They give it to him, and he is in for the score. The Golden Bears have their first lead of the day. Back to throw. He has time. He's going to roll out. He's going to look downfield. He's going to take off. Plenty of room for Edwards. Edwards lowers his shoulder, but he gets hit out of bounds right at the 44. 1st and 10. Edwards climbing up again. He's going to juke his way at the marker. They're going to give him the first. Edwards back to throw, and he's sacked. 3rd and 15. Under a minute to go. Edwards back to throw. Slowed it down a bit, and he rips one across the middle, and it's dropped. Let's see if the offense can back him up with some points. Williams-Thomas for a 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Stepping up, and he's got room to run. And look at Edwards goes. Edwards out of bounds again. There's a gift. And this is Thomas up the gut. 1st down. They have been able to run the ball with ease. That is Williams-Thomas off the edge, and he's got the first and more. Breaking tackles. Brings them a new set of downs, and it's Thomas off the edge. And he's got 6. 2nd and 4. Motioning tight end. Play action. They'll just dump it down to Merriweather, and he's got room to run inside the red zone again. Back to throw. Edwards stepping up. He's going to take off and do it himself. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And California extends their lead. James Edwards with a brilliant run. They're going to throw it again. Edwards again going to use his legs and run. A 3rd and 8. Back to throw up the seam, and it's knocked down of his career. Now back to throw. He's stepping up again, and he is hit. Back to throw. Short, and he's got it. Edwards going to try to set up the screen. It's Williams-Thomas. Did not get a block. Back to throw. Another quick pass, and it's caught. Thomas checks in as he gets a carry. And Thomas, short pickup. Back to throw. Edwards dancing. He's got the 1st down. Williams-Thomas off the edge. He gets 4. That is the motion of Brady. They fake it to him. And Edwards. All time in the pocket. The time is running out, though, and he's set. Sack now a 3rd and 6. No, read the wrong way. He went the wrong way. Would you rather no commentating? We'll switch over to no commentating now. Just trying to get it out there for him. It's 8-yard pickup. We have not been able to pass the ball that well. We've been able to run the ball, and he's sacked. I'd like to throw the ball a little more. Just nothing. That's their 5th sack. It's just I don't like anything that's... I don't want to force anything. That was forced, but it's a great catch from Endries. Again up. Oh, man. He just missed him. Had him. Definitely had him. Edwards back to throw. I had A wide open. And Edwards to the 28. 119 rushing yards. It's been a brilliant day for Edwards. Brilliant day in the office. I'm just going to run it again. 1st and 10. Sacked again. Again sacked. Absolutely crushed. But the offensive line just cannot hold their blocks. Back to throw. It's Merriweather short. Trying to get into field goal position. Edwards back to throw. He's going to take off himself. Lowering his shoulder at the marker in the first timeout used for San Diego State. 2nd and inches now. And Edwards is going to run. He's got the first. That's Williams-Thomas for us. James Edwards back to throw. He's got plenty of time until the time runs out. Edwards up top, incomplete. back to throw, up top, and incomplete. Edwards back to throw. Edwards stepping up, and he's reaching across the plane. He's got the first down. He's got the touchdown. James Edwards with his second rushing touchdown of the game, somehow getting the ball back, and one last kneel down, and that will do it. The second win of James Edwards' young career, 27-10. Slow start offensively, but the offense did pick up. We were moving the ball very well, just could not finish drives. Not a bad game from Edwards, 61 completion percentage. Last week was better. He just ran a lot more than last week. He had some pretty good runs, 2 rushing touchdowns. Defense was phenomenal. And we close out with a second win. 19 for 31, a QBR rating of 109.5, 178 yards, no passing touchdowns, but look at that. No interceptions, 0 interceptions for James Edwards. He had 128 rushing yards, 2 scores. But him and Williams Thomas had a phenomenal game. But next time, California faces UNLV. We are actually receiving votes, though. UNLV is 2-1 on the season. Their defensive line is about the same as San Diego State. Their whole defense is the same as San Diego State. Nothing too impressive, but it's pretty good. There's no speed at corners. Corners are pretty slow. There's safeties as well. But that will do it for the James Edwards Road to Glory. I hope you all enjoy. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.